So you guys know I do rebuilds all the time, and I've been noticing that a lot of the teams that win it all that are from the Western Conference are usually the San Antonio Spurs, the Dallas Mavericks, or the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is kind of odd because they are not, in my opinion, the best setup team in the Western Conference, and we're going to be rebuilding the top seed in the Western Conference today, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I don't want to just rebuild them. Obviously, they're really good right now. They are the 1 seed in a tough Western Conference without their second best player, Chet Holmgren. I want to make them a dynasty. So today's goal is to three-peat with this current OKC Thunder team. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I'm excited for this OKC Thunder rebuild. We obviously have a loaded young core, as we're seeing in real life, as J-Dub is a borderline all-star this year, a really good defensive talent. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander may win MVP this year in his age 26 season. Hartenstein and Holmgren have been banged up, but this is looking like a home run signing in Hartenstein, and Chet was playing so well before he got injured, and hopefully he will be back sooner than later. And then you just have so many good younger role players, or just really elite role players in one specific attribute. Like Lou Dort has been a great 3-and-D piece this year for the Thunder. Alex Caruso has been abysmal offensively, but he is still one of the best defensive guards in the NBA, and that is going to be a big part of why the OKC Thunder can make a deep playoff run. And of course, 2K did not update the Caruso extension, so we'll make sure to do that. But Aaron Wiggins is a really nice stretch four for this team, the man that saved basketball. Isaiah Joe is somebody that is a three-point specialist. He's going to be a little inconsistent at times, but him and Wiggins are under great deals currently. You have Kenrich Williams, I think an underrated defender in this league. Cason Wallace, one of the best young defenders in this league as well. You had N.J. Will, a good third-string center. AJ Mitchell looked like an all-rookie first-team talent before he went down. And you still have former lottery pick Ousmane Dieng, recent first-round pick Dylan Jones. Nikola Topic is not even going to play this year, and he's very intriguing as a prospect. And I've yet to mention just their absolute haul of draft picks that we're going to get over the years. Like the 76ers pick is top 6 protected this year. That Jazz pick, we'll see if that is going to have some value over time. But you have a swap with the Clippers. You have a Heat lottery protected first, and so many first-round picks down the line as well. So like I said, I want to make a dynasty, and I know that the OKC Thunder have kind of been hinting that their big trade deadline acquisition is basically getting Chet Holmgren back, and they're not going to make any win-now moves. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think if there is an offer on the table for Cam Johnson, I think that could really make the Thunder honestly like unbeatable in the playoffs, because they have been one of the worst three-point shooting teams when you're looking at the top teams in the West overall. They're at the bottom of those teams in terms of three-point percentage this year. Yes, Chet will help out with that a little bit, and Caruso won't be this bad all year long, but if you can add one of the best three-point role players in this league and Cam Johnson on your team, I think you got to do that. And we are here at 39-10 at the trade deadline, an 11.9 point differential, 29 games above 500. Yeah, I don't want Minnesota or Dallas to come out of the Western Conference this year. I want it to be the OKC Thunder. So I think we may make a move. I know it's going to hurt trading away Isaiah Joe or somebody like that, but I think I'm going to keep them on the table, or at least Ousmane Dieng, because we may have 3 to 4 first-round picks this year. I can't keep drafting 3 to 4 rookies and expect them to play and like develop Ousmane Dieng at the same time. And maybe that's the Sam Presti philosophy. Maybe he wants to get these guys at a young age, develop them, have them not really show anything to the rest of the league. Like Ousmane Dieng has had his fair share of good Oklahoma City Blue games in the G League, but he hasn't really done too much at the NBA level. And then you can ink him up on a contract extension worth 4 years, well below market value, and then he becomes a really good rotational player for less than $10 million a year when he's 25 and 26. And maybe that's the thought process for OKC, but for now, I think I'm trying to win a title this year. As Caruso got so much money, like 2K's putting his like price at like $4 million. I'm about to give him 4 for 80, which isn't going to be the greatest contract in the world. And who knows, he may end up getting traded down the line at one point. But yeah, if we wanted to make a move right now, I think Cam Johnson would make a ton of sense. I'm not going after a Jimmy Butler or a Kevin Durant or anybody like that at this current moment. I think we'd be able to get Cam Johnson, and I wouldn't have to give up too much. The issue is we got to get to that $23 million cap, and I would have to lead off. It's going to be tough because I think Kenrich Williams would have to be in this deal. I think Ousmane Dieng's going to have to be in this deal, and we're still going to be a little bit off. And then do I want to also move, like, could I get Maxwell Lewis in this deal? We're still $10 million off. So that means I basically have to move Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins. And I don't know, like Cam Johnson, he's better than Aaron Wiggins. So why not do that deal? Aaron Wiggins is 26. Cameron Johnson's 28. I feel like that's a no-brainer, right? I feel like it is. I know it stinks. I mean, maybe I trade away Isaiah Joe instead. Isaiah Joe's 25. You know what? I think I'm going to trade away Isaiah Joe in this deal. So could we work out some type of deal here with the Brooklyn Nets where I would be giving them some very intriguing pieces? Why is Keon Johnson 2-star trade value? Could we get like Trent Watford? Okay, so could we do Kenrich Williams, Ousmane Dieng, and Isaiah Joe for Watford, Maxwell Lewis, and Cam Johnson? They're going to say no. I don't want to throw in too many first round picks. I would throw in this Heat lottery protected first. Hopefully they make the playoffs, so that pick's like 18, and they're going to say yes to that. All right, Cam Johnson, you are an Oklahoma City Thunder, and just look how good this team is. And you look at like the New York Knicks, and they have to play basically everybody in the starting five 40 plus minutes a night. Like they almost lost to the Brooklyn Nets in what was a home game for them, even though it was at the Barclays Center the other night, and they had to play their starters a ton, and they're barely beating a tanking Nets team. This team doesn't even have to play these guys this amount of minutes because of how deep it is, even after trading away Kenrich Williams and Isaiah Joe and Usman Jang. This is a really good team. I'm going to try to win the title this year and every single year in this video. So Nikola Jokic beats out Shea for MVP. Don't know how I feel about that one. Yves Missy's your rookie of the year. Naz Reid, 6th man of the year in Minnesota. Wemby Depoy, Amen Thompson, most improved. Tatum, clutch player of the year. And Mark Daigneault in what would be Sam Presti, coach and executive of the year. Shea is on All-NBA first team. Do we get J-Dub on an All-NBA team? We do not, but shout out to Cade Cunningham making it. How did Bam make it? I mean, they had a really good second half for sure. Seeing those numbers go up. I do wonder, like, could they ever trade for Giannis? Because they're going to have assets to do so. I guess you guys can let me know now because I am going to make that video soon. Just like I've been doing a lot of hypotheticals where I've been trading Zion, Curry, LeBron, and just doing what would be that like different era of those teams rebuilds. I'm gonna do a trading Giannis rebuild soon, and I think I haven't made a big trade with like the Thunder in those ones, and I think that will be with the Thunder. So you can let me know in the comments, like, would Chet, well, probably not Chet, would J-Dub have to be in the deal, or could we do all like the role players and draft picks in that deal as well? Like you could do Topic and you could do like all the young guys there. So we aren't gonna get anybody on an all rookie team, but we are gonna get AJ Mitchell back. I mean, we could play him in the playoffs if we want to. AJ Mitchell. Oh no, is he on a two-way? Oh my God, he's on a two-way. I don't want to mess that up, but that is such a good asset. And I'm going to make sure, I think I get him like an extension done in the offseason. We end up as the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're going up against the Golden State Warriors in round 1. Shout out to them making the playoffs. I don't know if they made a trade. It doesn't look like it, but we are about to just send Steph Curry home, man. This is going to be a sweep. No way they should be beating us, as this team is just so freaking good. Cam Johnson shot 40% from 3. He's like been really efficient as the number 1 for the Nets, or the number 2 behind Cam Thomas. Think about him as like the number 4 or the number 5 here. So Jay Will, I'm not going to need you for the playoffs. We're going to have Caruso and Kaysen kind of get the same amount of minutes as like that defensive specialist. Aaron Wiggins, because he's pretty versatile, can get 17 minutes. We're going to go 20 to Hardenstein, because we're going to go 34 to Chet. We're going to go 37 to J-Dub. I'm going to go 32 to Cam Johnson. I'm going to go 39 to Shea. And we can do 31 to Lou Dort. So here we go, taking on the Golden State Warriors. I feel like this should be a sweep. We end up winning by 19 to start things off. 68 combined between Chet and SGA. And we really lost by 19 in game 2. Okay, Trayce Jackson-Davis drops 24 and 11 on us. Game 3 goes to the Thunder. We drop 144 on them. Shea puts up 53, 6, 7, 4, and 2. Okay, took 36 shots, 15 threes, and they really tied up. You're going to do this to me, 2K? Come on, this team is so much better than this. Game 5, don't lose this. Okay, we end up going up 3-2. We win 135-98. Shea drops 54. J-Dub 26, 7, 6, 3, and 1 block as well. Can we win in 6? Of course. 2K is, oh my God, Steph drops 56 on one of the best defensive teams in the NBA in the playoffs. 2K really doesn't like the Thunder right now. Because why is this happening? I don't know. Game 7 at home. If I lose to the 8-seeded Warriors after I'm saying I'm going to embarrass Steph, man, this should have been a sweep. Are we going to lose this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Justice to the Thunder in 2K. Why does 2K hate the Thunder? They've loved them so many times in the last 2Ks, and now they're finally elite. They don't care for them anymore. We just lost. Maybe that's what I deserve for saying we were going to end Steph Curry's career and send him home. All right. Yeah. The Mavericks, I guess, are the OP team in 2K. Knicks and Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Mavericks win in 5. All right, so I'm not three-peating to start things off. You know what? I'm going to take that personally, 2K. I really am. There goes LeBron and Chris Paul. They end up retiring. So does Ime Udoka. But I don't know. I feel like 2K just doesn't like the Thunder or the Rockets a ton. So that Utah pick is top 10 protected. We need that Philly pick to drop a little bit because that is top 6 protected. Do we end up getting any of these? Nope. Sixers end up getting the number 1 pick. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They end up with the Cooper Flag pick there. We are going to get the Clippers pick at 17. So there was a chance we were going to get a ton of first. We don't get that. Nets are going to get 20 via Miami from the Cam Johnson trade. All right, so it is the night of the 2025 NBA draft. The Sixers have the number 1 overall pick, and they are going to select Cooper Flag out of Duke. I mean, no brainer right there. That really saves their franchise. Dylan Harper ends up going number 2 to the Pelicans. Love that fit for him. Liam McNeely, number 3. All right, they don't end up taking Ace Bailey. Yegor Demon goes 4 to Brooklyn. Ace Bailey is going to fall to number 5 to the Washington Wizards. 6 goes Kaman Maliwatch to the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, Mark Williams has looked so good now that he's healthy. And I'm going to take Ben Serif from Ratio Farm playing in Germany. He balled out for Israelis under 18 teams last year in the Nike Hoop Summit, or the Adidas Next Gen tournament. So that's going to be our lone first round pick, as the Warriors are trading 18 and Draymond for Connect and Rui. Okay, that's a great trade for Golden State. And Draymond's not even going to be able to play with LeBron because LeBron just retired. So we end up the 2025 draft with Ben Serif, and we get Jahlil Bethea. It's just been a disastrous year for Miami. He hasn't really had a lot to shine down there. I think he's going to be somebody that benefits going into the transfer portal. J-Dub, Chet, Casey Wallace, and Jay Will all welcome back on their team options. Kyrie, James Harden, hidden free agency. AJ Mitchell can be a restricted free agent, I guess, but I'm going to make sure to give him a nice contract to come back. We could get a very nice mid-level exception if we wanted to. And you know what? I want to go out and get a true power forward, an elite rim protector in Jaren Jackson Jr. that could space the floor with Chad Holmgren. And then I'm going to bump J-Dub back down to the 3. So Memphis with Jaren Jackson Jr. Let's see if he actually got a contract extension yet. He ended up not. So he's expiring contract. We are going to offer them Jay Will, Dylan Jones, and Cam Johnson, who's really good, got 2 years left on his deal for an expiring Triple J. They're going to say no to that. I have a ton of draft capital I could dip into. I want to have like sustainable draft capital over time. So I will give you my 2026 first, which I plan on being the best team in the NBA. They're going to say no to that. Do I have to attach another first, or could I throw in a second? They're going to say no. Can I throw in 2 seconds? And can we get that deal done? We cannot. Do I have another player I'd throw in? Maxwell Lewis? Does that get this deal done? It does not. Okay. So 2 first round picks I'm going to have to throw in. Like, I don't know how I feel about those first. I kind of want to keep those. So could I throw in my 2029 first as well? No, I can't. All right. So Triple J, a little bit harder to trade for than I thought. I mean, could I throw him? Like, I would think about throwing in Caruso just to get off of that money. And I'll take Marcus Smart's expiring back. Could we do that? No. All right. Maybe I'm not going to get Triple J, which is kind of unfortunate. And the player I'm going to try to sign is going to be Peyton Watson. Flagler. He's from Baylor, Auburn, right? Baylor. Alex Dukas and Trent Watford. I'm going to renounce the right zone. But yeah, let's get Peyton Watson. 4 years, $29 million. That is a steal. And then AJ Mitchell, I'm going to bring back as well. Let's see how much he is going for. I apparently can't sign him, so I'm going to get him back on the qualifying offer at least. That is kind of crazy. And yeah, $1.8 million. That is an absolute steal. This team is stacked, and we are in position to make a trade. Hardenstein's contract next year is not fully guaranteed, so we could decline that if we wanted to. So I could get extensions done with J-Dub and Chet, or at least J-Dub. I think I'm going to hold off until they hit restricted free agency, because I can match whatever they get. And I do need to cut 2 players before the season starts. One of them is definitely going to be Maxwell Lewis. The other one is kind of tough because Dylan Jones was just a first round pick. I don't really want to cut Jahlil Bethea. I don't know. I really want to go back to this Jaren Jackson Jr. trade because I kind of want him on the team. I can't trade Cam Johnson and Caruso, unfortunately. I will trade Dylan Jones, and I will trade... I don't want to trade any of those guys. I don't want to trade Mitchell either because I'm a fan of him. Like, I'll trade Jay Will in this deal as well. Have you changed your mind on this? And I'll give you this first round pick. They're going to say no. He might be untouchable. I'll give you my 29 first. They're going to say no. Do I have another Thunder first I could trade? Or are they all going outwards? I do not. So I'll throw in this Nuggets first. There's 3 first round picks and 3 players get it done. Damn. All right. I really thought I was going to be able to get Triple J. Maybe not as good as Triple J, but John Collins is on a 1-year deal. He just opted in, so he's not going to help me out defensively, but I think gives me some size there, and it's a 1-year deal, so it can't hurt. Could I get off of the Caruso contract and trade them Dylan Jones for John Collins? They're going to say no, and I would throw in my first round pick this year. That's a good deal for a rebuilding team. Damn, they're going to say no to that as well. Could I throw in a second? Okay. I mean, I'll also throw in... I should not have cut Maxwell Lewis because I could have easily threw him in this deal. I'll throw in Jay Will. I know that could hurt the vibes, but do I have to throw in that first? Nope, that got it done. All right, that's a pretty good trade to get off the Caruso contract. Took me a minute. So this is going to be the bench unit this year. It's going to be Cam Johnson, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, AJ Mitchell, and Nikola Topic. Kind of excited about that. Not even going to play Peyton Watson right now because the starting 5 is going to be Shea, Wallace, J-Dub, John Collins, and Chad Holmgren. System proficiency, we are 4-star balanced. We would be 4-star pace and space, so we'll stick to that. I can't believe we lost to the 8-seeded Warriors last year. How? So we are here at the trade deadline, and honestly, this team isn't as dominant as I would like it to be because we should be a lot better than this, and we got off to kind of a rough start. Like, we were 19-7, and while we do have a better point differential, the Mavericks are 2 games or a game and a half better than us right now, and the Pacers have a better point differential than us on the year. So I want to become like the best team in the NBA by far. Like, Shea's still averaging 32 points. He's averaging 5 rebounds and 9 assists on unreal splits, 3 stocks a night. Chet's averaging basically 20 and 10 with 2 blocks and shooting 38% from 3. J-Dub is shooting 42% from 3, 16.5 points. Cam Johnson, 40% from 3. John Collins, 53, 40, 89 splits are incredible. Keeson Wallace is showcasing his 3-and-D ability. Same with Lou Dort out there. And then you got Wiggins, AJ Mitchell, an efficiency god. You guys have Hartenstein, and then Nikola Topic, who's kind of going through the growing pains on the team. So is there a trade to be made? We are going to have a lot of guys hitting free agency in the offseason. John Collins. Lou Dort and Wallace have team options, so they're fine, but we're going to have Hartenstein's team option up. I'm probably going to pick it up, but there's a chance I'm going to have to trade him because we're going to have to pay Chet and J-Dub max money as well. I do want to change J-Dub's position to a small forward, and he goes up to a 94. Yeah, I'm going to make his secondary position a shooting guard. I know he's a good defender, but I'd rather play him lower than higher up there in the rotation. So, like, what is a John Collins extension looking like? About 18 mil a year, and this looks like I'm locked into this, which isn't the most, and I don't mind that. I thought about maybe leveraging that, and I could trade away like Cam Johnson in the offseason because he does have 2 years left on his deal. I believe that this team could win a title this year. I do, and I was worried about losing John Collins for nothing. We're going to give him a 3-year deal. If I run into a financial roadblock, I could easily trade him because he's a good offensive talent and he's going to be showcasing that to everybody, hopefully in the NBA Finals this year, if we can make it. So the only free agent I have is AJ Mitchell, and I'm hoping I'm going to have bird rights on him. So Luka Doncic ends up winning MVP. Cooper Flagg's your Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, Scoot Most Improved, and Devin Booker is your Clutch Player of the Year, and Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year as Shea, All-NBA first team once again, but can we beat Luka in the playoffs or the 8 seed if we are the 1 seed again? I don't know. That's just so embarrassing that happened. We don't get Chet or J-Dub on an All-NBA team. We do get Chet on all defensive second team. I don't know if Triple J got that extension. He usually does. He did not. All right, so I guess he's going to hit free agency. We'll see if they get something done. And then we don't have any Thunder on the all-rookie teams. We ended the season as the 2 seed in the Western Conference. A tough round 1 matchup against the Houston Rockets, who don't have Fred VanVleet anymore. They're starting Reed Shepard. They're starting the young guys. Hopefully they don't trade Şengün soon. We ended the year as the 2 seed, like I said, but we had a 14.5 point differential, better than the 11.5 of the Mavericks. They finished 2 games better than us, and we finished with the second best record, or at least the best point differential in the NBA. Here were the top 5 scorers on the team. Pretty much as expected, all the starters outside of Cameron Johnson, and you had Case and Wallace there. But I like Wallace for the defense, even though I could probably start Lou Dort at the 2, and that could give me a little bit more upside with the 3-point shot. So honestly, we're going to do that. For the playoffs, I don't think, well, I'm definitely not going to play Nikola Topic. I don't think I'm going to play AJ Mitchell either. I know he's really efficient, but I'm going to value the defense of Case and Wallace. Him and Wiggins are going to get 15 minutes a night. Hartenstein, 18 minutes a night, and I'm going to, keep Holmgren at 33. Cam Johnson at 22 is fine. Lou Dort's going to start, so he's going to get about 26 minutes, maybe more. We're going to go 38 to J-Dub. I'm going to go 39 to Shea, maybe 1 more to Chet. Let's do 24 to Cam. We can do 30 to Collins. 27 to Lou Dort. Please don't lose in round number 1 to the Rockets. We do win game 1 by 26. Good start. 64 combined between Shea and J-Dub. But we lose game 2, 118-109. And I'm not stopping this video until I 3-peat. So if I 2-peat and then lose the 3rd, no, that doesn't count. We had over 100 points. Just kidding. That's just bad math. 97 points combined between the big 3 in game 3. And we do win game 4. All right, last year we were tied 2-2 with Golden State. This time we're up 3 games to 1. All right, we lose game 5, man. This team has not dominated the way I would have liked it to. Game 6. Okay, thank God we end up winning. We blow them out in game 6 by 40. Shea had 47, Collins at 24. We're taking on the Spurs in round number 2. I don't know, man. Like, I'm worried about this team. Like, 2K really has dropped off some of the simulation records for the Thunder, at least, as Aaron Wiggins, 37% from the field in the playoffs. Not good. Not good whatsoever. Honestly, if you're not going to hit your shots, Wiggins, I'm going to bench you. I'm going to throw in AJ Mitchell, who I know can at least be efficient out there. We're going to add another guard, but I have Cam Johnson. I have Dort. I have J-Dub. I have plenty of wings. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. J-Dub drops 42. AJ Mitchell did not shoot the ball well. Game 2 goes to the Spurs by 1 point. Come on. Those are the games we need to win. Shea, 2 of 2 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Twitter would definitely let him have it after that one. We win by 17 in game 3. AJ Mitchell drops 20. There we go. Game 4 goes to San Antonio. Tied 2 games apiece, man. This is not good. Game 5 goes to OKC. 113-93. J-Dub and John Collins, 20 in 10 games, and we do win in 6. All right, so we go to the conference finals. Wemby dropped 41 and 11. That was not enough. J-Dub drops 30, and we're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, not the Dallas Mavericks. So here we go. Can we beat the 4-seeded Timberwolves? We do win game 1, 139-116, 35-point triple-double for SGA. We do win game 2, 136-115. Shea's going off. Game 3, boom, there we go. I guess we match up against this Timberwolves team very well. Can we sweep? Yes, we can. As AJ Mitchell dropped 26 points. He's kind of like unreal in 2K. Shea drops 33, 6 and 9, and is going to get conference finals MVP. We should beat this Pacers team. We really should. I mean, they're a fun team, but yeah, we win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Okay, there we go. That is title number 1. I got nervous when we were tied 2 games apiece against San Antonio. I'm like, is this a round 2 exit team? And then we sweep the conference finals. We sweep the NBA finals. Shea gets his first finals MVP award, and we're going to have some draft picks where we can make things work. And I'm excited about this team. And keeping an eye on Lou Dort and Cason Wallace, who shot sub 37% from the field in the playoffs, and Aaron Wiggins, who I pretty much benched after the first round. Notable retirements. Durant, Russ in Minnesota, Steph, Paul George, and Jimmy Butler. So we should see at least 3 Hall of Famers. 2K doesn't want to put Jimmy in there. I think Jimmy will get in, I think. All right, so I want to be fair. The Jazz pick I'm probably not going to get. It is top 8 protected in 2026. And then if I lose out on that, it becomes a 2028 second rounder, which kind of stinks. The Sixers pick, though, is top 4 protected, and they're there at 5. So if they go into the top 4, Philly gets it again. Are you kidding me? Come on. Come on. I want me to be unlucky. So that Jazz pick drops to 6. That pick is top 8 protected in 2026. And that Sixers pick is top 4 protected in 2020. Oh my God, 6 and 7. Great, so I miss out on those picks again. That Thunder pick becomes a second. At least I'll still have a chance at Philly's pick next year. I'm going to get 16 via the Clippers, and I have my pick at 30 that I really wanted to trade for Triple J. So I've not been lucky at all with these trades in this video. Do they have their first round pick next year? Oh, it's going to Brooklyn. So I think that really complicates some things. So this is very painful, trading the 6th overall pick for a second. And I'm just going to give Philly their first round pick now, but if it's outside the top 4 next year, I believe I get it. But then I'm pretty sure like Brooklyn has a way in that because of the Harden-Simmons thing. We do have Mark Daigneault becoming a free agent. We are going to re-sign him on a 4-year deal as we just got our first ring. But yeah, this team could be, I think, a little bit more stacked if I got luckier with some of these lottery picks. And I'm going to offer this trade to the San Antonio Spurs. I'm getting pick 3, and I'm getting LeBaron Philon, who is a point guard currently at Alabama. I'm giving them Cam Johnson and his expiring contract. I'm giving them Aaron Wiggins. We have Peyton Watson. We have some other guys, and I'm giving them pick 30. They're going to agree to that. So I'm guaranteed Cameron Boozer, AJ DeBanza, or Darren Peterson. As DeBanza goes 1, Memphis at 2 is going to take Cameron Boozer. So I get Darren Peterson at 3, like stud pickup. And I think like Nate Ament is turning into like a consensus top 4 with those 3 guys for this 2026 draft right now. And I ended up taking just some center depth in Malachi Moreno there at 16. He's probably not going to play next year. So I'm going to pick up the team option on Hartenstein because that becomes a $28 million trade asset. Same with Lou Dort at $17 million. I got to dish out 3 qualifying offers to J-Dub, Chet, and AJ Mitchell. I would match any deals they get. As J-Dub gets a deal from the Blazers, 3 years, 119. Let's match that. Is anybody going to give Chet a deal? The Blazers, we're going to match that 4 years, 162. Welcome back. So yeah, the Golden State Warriors signed Luka Doncic. I think that was this offseason, right? Yeah, because Steph ended up retiring. They're going to go out and trade for Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm going to trade him in conference, but I'm going to get 2 future first round picks from the Golden State Warriors. I wasn't going to be able to afford them, and we're going to set ourselves up for even more draft capital going forward. And that creates a $28 million trade exception, which could be very valuable. So AJ Mitchell, can I go over the cap for him? Why not? Damn, I'm not going to be able to afford him after next year, like when I can't offer him a qualifying offer. I believe I will be able to match any deal he gets, but I don't think any team is offering him a deal. And I'm going to offer Nick Richards a 2-year deal worth around $9 million, 9.8 to be exact. And we should be getting AJ Mitchell back here. Luka goes to Golden State. Anybody else switch up? De'Aaron Fox stays in Sacramento. Triple J, 4 years, 158. He goes to the Miami Heat. So that's pretty cool. You got Triple J and you got Bama over there and Tower Hero. We get Mitchell back on the qualifying offer. This team is really good, and I'm excited about year number 3. All right, so Shea is due for an extension. Let's pay him all the money in the world. That is going to be a lot of money over time. He's going to be super max, I think, eligible at the end of this year's season. Wallace, $20 million. Honestly, if we can get him back on this, I think that's going to be below market value, so that's a good deal. Lou Dort, oh yeah, let's get him back on like a 3-year deal with $36 million. I think that'll be okay. I mean, we're $70 million over the cap, which is kind of insane. So like John Collins, I mean, he might not be here much longer, as we are going to save money on Lou Dort's contract, though, next year. Like, that is going to go down around $5 million, but Cason Wallace's contract is going to shoot up. I feel bad because he hasn't played yet, but yeah, I'm not going to be getting any minutes to Bethea or Ben Seraph. That's just like, injuries are going to happen, so they're going to eventually get playing time, but we're going to have Shea, Peterson, J-Dub, John Collins, Chet Holmgren in the starting 5, AJ Mitchell, Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, Peyton Watson, Nick Richards, and Nikola Topic all coming off the bench. We are 4-star pace and space under Mark Daigneault. If we look right now, do we have any free agents at the end of the year? Jaleel Bethea and AJ Mitchell, and that is it. And like, we have the LeBaron Philon like rookie contract as well. We blow out the Bulls to start off the year. J-Dub goes off for 31. Topic, okay, knocks down 4 threes. 18 points at 8 minutes is kind of crazy. Now, this is a better record that I want to see at the deadline. Like, this is the type of things I want to see. A 22.5 point differential, 44-7. Now, the Spurs are 41-9. They are pretty good. They have Draymond and Cam Johnson. They got Mark Williams coming off the bench. But we are the best team in the NBA by a decent amount. Our leading scorer is Shea. I was worried his points per game were going to drop down. He's playing 31 minutes a night because AJ Mitchell is getting 18 minutes a night. Look how good AJ Mitchell is. And I'm worried I'm going to lose him for nothing in free agency. John Collins, 57, 42, 96 splits. Like, are you kidding me? Cason Wallace, look at the 3-and-D ability on him. Darren Peterson's averaging 15 points on really good efficiency. Like, yeah, this team is stacked with talent, and it's so deep right now. Even Nikola Topic is shooting 47, 39, 87 splits. Peyton Watson, 43, 33, 73 splits. At least I know he's giving me good defense. And I know this sounds crazy, but I'm going to trade AJ Mitchell. I know he's so good, but I just don't need this, which is insane to say. 50, 42, 90 splits, but I'm going to get a New York Knicks unprotected first-round pick in this deal. I may be able to even get 2. Could I get 2 firsts in this deal and Jonathan Isaac for Mitchell? They're going to say no to this. Can I get a counter, though? Oh, yeah, 2 seconds. So I'm going to get 2 first-round picks for AJ Mitchell. I think that makes it a little bit better. I just didn't want to lose him for nothing in free agency, and that is going to save us a little bit of money in the long term. I still have, like, a goated 10-man rotation. Yeah, because we're going to have Shea. I can get Peterson a couple more minutes. Collins a couple more minutes. Cason Wallace could get like 22 minutes a night. Dort, Watson, Richards. I'd like to give Topic a couple more minutes as well. And this could be something we go with. Honestly, like Ben Seraph. Maybe I'd rather give you 8 minutes now and see what you can do in the second half of the year. And we just eclipsed 70 wins. Yeah, we're going to go 72-10. Not the best record of all time. We need 73 for that. But hey, 72 wins is pretty good. Wemby MVP. Cameron Boozer Rookie of the Year. I mean, that is a really good Memphis Grizzlies, or excuse me, Triple J replacement. I guess that's why they didn't pay him, because they were able to get Boozer in the draft a couple days prior. AJ Mitchell wins Most Improved. Was probably going to win that on our team as well. So that hurts a little bit. But hey, the Knicks got a really good bench player there. Whoa! The Spurs win 72-10 as well. Oh my God. We may have won 72 games. And were we not the 1 seed? All right, I really need to find this out. Did Shea get on a... Chet got on All-NBA first team. Okay, so Shea doesn't get on an All-NBA team, which I hate to see. Chet, all-defensive first team as well. Peterson, all-rookie first team. No, we did get the 1 seed. Imagine how mad you would be if you win 72 games and you don't get the 1 seed. They ended the season on a 12-game winning streak. They were 60-10, and then they won out, which is incredible. Now, Chet played 35 minutes a night. Shea's going to play a lot more in the playoffs, because I know, like, Cason Wallace eats into his minutes a little bit. Same with Nikola Topic. But for the playoffs, I do want to make sure Shea's going to play a ton. So Ben Seraph, how'd you do? Honestly, not too bad in those minutes, but you're not going to play in the playoffs. Honestly, like Topic, it's either I don't play him or I don't play Peyton Watson. I kind of value the shooting in Topic, which is crazy to say because he's not the greatest shooter in the world. So 10 minutes to Topic. We're going to go, I think, 13 to Richards. We're going to go 18 to Dort. Honestly, we can go 22 to Dort, 20 to Wallace. I could go keep 35 for Chet. Let's go 30 to Collins. Let's go 39 Shea, 32 to Peterson. And let's make sure that J-Dub gets 39 as well. We're taking on the Pelicans in round 1. Okay, Heat don't have Hero anymore. He got traded. I actually want to see that trade, but I assume it's going to be for DeJounte Murray. I mean, Dylan Harper and Hero is a fun backcourt for sure. That trade ended up being, Bradley Beal was traded for Clay. Jalen Duren for De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, Murray in a first for Hero. Game 1 goes to OKC. We win by 26. Now that's the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander I need. Dropping 44 points in game 1. Dropping 27, 6, and 12 in game 2. Game 3 goes to the Thunder. 128, 111. Darren Peterson with 36. And are we going to sweep them? Yes, we are. The Knicks did not make the playoffs as well with AJ Mitchell, as in round 1, Shea averaged 31. Peterson averaged 26. And we're taking on Minnesota, who we swept in the conference finals last year. They still have a respectable starting 5 with that bench unit. It's nowhere near us. They're playing James Bouknight meaningful minutes, and we end up winning in 5. Let's go. So we're in the conference finals for the 2nd straight year. In round 2, Shea averaged 22.5 points. Darren Peterson shot 37% from the field. But we're taking on a Memphis Grizzlies team that has Cameron Boozer. They have Zach Edey, Wells off the bench, still have John Morant. A much deeper team than what we saw last round against Minnesota. But we're up 3-0 and we sweep them. Chet this time gets conference finals MVP. And we're going up against a number 1 pick in 2022. We have the number 2 pick from that class, the Orlando Magic, who still have Franz and Pablo and Suggs. They have Black and Grimes. And then they got Nikola Vucevic. They brought him back as the 5. Jet and Goga off the bench. Game 1, Thunder Magic goes to the Thunder, 149-136. They could score a decent amount. Game 2 goes to the Thunder, 139-121. We are currently 14-1 in the playoffs. Game 3, oh my God. We have only lost 1 game in these playoffs. 5 steals for J-Dub in this game, 40-12 for Chet. Just don't blow a 3-0 lead, and we swept them. We just went 16-1. The dynasty has started. Shea gets finals MVP last year. Chet gets all-NBA first team and conference finals MVP this year, and J-Dub finals MVP. Everybody is getting their accolades right now. KD's like, yep, they can win titles. I can't at this point. I'm going to have to call it a quits. Tom Thibodeau retires as well. He goes, I've seen enough. These guys are winning with depth. They're not playing their starters 46 minutes a night. Yeah, the game I loved is gone. And here we are at the draft lottery. I should be able to get Philly's first round pick. But honestly, I may just give it to Brooklyn there at 8. There's a weird protection on it right now, as we could get Denver's pick at 12 and number 1 via the Clippers. All right. Oh my God, it was top 5 protected. Are you kidding me? And it jumps up to, really? It jumps up to 1. I thought I was going to get that pick at 12, but they're going to able to keep that protection. We are going to get the second pick though, so I can't complain, from the LA Clippers. Shout out to the Paul George trade. And then I do have to give the Pistons my pick there at 30. So we are going to, be fine here with our staff. And while he has been really good for us and John Collins, I'm going to trade him. I'm going to trade him. I'm going to trade Peyton Watson and Malachi Moreno for Ty Jerome and Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Miami Heat. We do have to add a trade exception in here, but we finally get our guy, somebody I tried getting 2 off seasons ago. Yeah, I'm trying to build a stack roster for the final year. And it might not be the final year. If we don't win, I got to win 3 in a row again. Tyrone Stokes goes number 1 overall to the Denver Nuggets. Man, we have the 2nd overall pick in this draft. I mean, I could take Brandon McCoy, another stud guard. Could take Elijah Arenas. A lot of guards on the board. Alex Costanza, though, I think I may grab, though. I want to get a wing. So, Costanza, 78 overall, 18 years old, out of Baylor. We did get Joe Smith in the 2nd round and Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury himself. We're going to pick up the team options on Sarah Philon and Nikola Topic, as Giannis, Jokic, Towns, and Jalen Green are free agents. I will extend the qualifying offer to Julio Bethea. Like, I may not even play Ty Jerome on this team just because I have good backup guards as it is. We are going to renounce the rights on Isaac. I still have a $25 million trade exception from Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, I just want to see if I can, like, flex my asset muscles here. Could I trade Kaysen Wallace, Alex Costanza, Lou Dort, and 3 firsts for Anthony Edwards? Well, is he untouchable? Yeah. If you're blown away, could I throw in like Darren Peterson? I don't know. Could I trade for Anthony Edwards? That's a Godfather offer. And we do get Bethea back on the QO. We have Shea at 99, Chet at a 95, J-Dub 93, Peterson 86. I don't know how this team doesn't three-peat, but I do need to release somebody before the season starts. It's going to be one of my 2nd round picks. It's probably going to be Joe Smith. So it's going to be Shea, Peterson, J-Dub, Triple J, and Holmgren with a bench unit of Wallace, Dort, Richards, Topic, and Costanza. So I can't even play like Jerome, Bethea, Sarah, Philon, Jackson. There could be a trade to be made at the deadline, but there's a chance we may have like 2 losses when I see you guys next. Never mind, I overrated this team. We are 38 and 15. We're actually the 2 seed now. We have a 15-point differential, which is number 1 in the NBA. Definitely by a decent margin in the East, but the Spurs are really good as well. They are 37 and 12. I don't know where to upgrade this team. Like, maybe I do like some type of 3-for-1 or a 4-for-2 here at the deadline. Like, Shea's averaging 25, Peterson, Holmgren, Triple J. Damn, J-Dub is taking a hit with the offensive scoring, but I don't know. He's shooting 31% from 3 in Jaren Jackson Jr. All right, I'm going to just revisit this. I don't think they're going to say yes, but Wallace, Costanza, Dort, and Topic for Anthony Edwards and some filler. They're going to say no. I have a room for 2 first-round picks. The Nuggets pick isn't great. Mavericks pick isn't great. I mean, do we have any picks that have, like, better value? That Warriors pick isn't great. They have Luka. I mean, we could throw in... I guess both Nuggets picks probably have the best value. So this year and next year, damn it, I really wanted to get Ant. All right, so Wemby ends up winning MVP. Tyrone Stokes, the number 1 pick. That could have been ours. Denver selected him. Giddey, 6th man of the year in Miami. Wemby, Depoy. That's the guy we got to get through in the Western Conference. We ended up going 62 and 20, so we ended up losing 10 fewer games this year, which is weird. I thought we'd be somehow better adding Triple J, but maybe John Collins was a really good fit next to Chet, as we got Shea and Chet on all NBA teams. Chet finished higher. Chet also all defensive first team, shot 41% from 3, as we ended up as the 1 seed in the Western Conference. There we go. We're going to be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans in round number 1. A good team again. We've beaten them in the past in the playoffs, but I'm not worried about losing to them here, as we a really good team. It's just if I don't win it all this year, I don't three-peat and I got to restart the cycle. So I think Alex Costanza, the number 2 pick, is not going to play in the playoffs. We're going to go 10 to Topic, who was solid this year. We're going to go 13 to Richards, 17 to Dort. Honestly, let's go 20 to Dort, 20 to Wallace, 35 to Chet, 35 to Triple J, 33 Peterson, 37 to Shea and J-Dub. We'll see how that goes. Don't lose in round number 1. If we lose like 2 games here, then I would panic, but we sweep them. Chet, Shea, Triple J, Peterson, and J-Dub all average 20 plus points. That's kind of incredible. Taking on Dallas in round 2. Yeah, they don't have Luka anymore, and this team is not great. It's like Kyle Kuzma, Bones Highland, and who's the other guy? Keldon Johnson around Lively and Kyrie. That should be a sweep. Oh my God! It went to 7? No way. We win by 2 in game 1. What? Game 2, Kuzma dropped 29 on us. Bones Highland dropped 24, and we lost by 18. Game 3, oh my God. Shout out to Darren Peterson in this one. Game 4, lose by 8. Game 5, blow them out. Game 6, lose by 5. Shaded already dropped 28, and we blew them out in game 7. That was too close. And in round 2, our leading scorer was Darren Peterson, actually. Triple J, 39% from the field. That's not going to cut it against the Spurs team, which is almost as good. How many fewer wins that they have than us? 1. Oh my god, they've been unreal. And we win game 1 by 2. I'm scared. Game 2, we win. All right, we blow them out by 17. No way. Okay, we got 3-0. What? We beat them by 24. That Mavericks team is so much worse. And we're going to sweep the Spurs team? Okay, this game makes no sense. Shea gets Conference Finals MVP. So does Yegor Devin for the 7th-seeded Nets. The Nets always overperform, I feel like, in these 2K rebuilds. Game 1 goes, like, all right. They beat us. Cam Thomas drops 38. Aldama with 27. Game 2 goes to the Thunder. We blow them out by a lot. Peterson 10 of 17. Kaysen 2 of 10. Maybe he should stop shooting. We lose game 3 by 1. Okay, we scored 14 in the 4th. Game 4, don't lose this. Oh my god, we're down 3-1. This doesn't make sense. This does not make any sense. How is this team right here losing to Santi Aldama and Cam Thomas? All right, we're down 3-1. I'm gonna have to win 3 in a row again. This video is gonna be a little bit longer than I thought if we don't come back down 3-1, which is fine. But you know what? We have a really good game 5. At least we're not gonna lose in 5. We are gonna blow them out 146-111. Triple J had a really good game. Same with Shea. All right, game 6. It's probably the toughest game. It's on the road in Brooklyn. Oh man, I don't feel good about this. I feel like their offense is off to a very good start, even though we have a goated second quarter, goated third quarter. All right, we're forcing a game 7. The fact that we were down 3-1 though was crazy. Oh my god, who had 8 turnovers in this game for the Nets? Yegor. Damn, he did not play well. All right, so here's the three-peat. If we lose this game and we don't come back down 3-1, I gotta win 3 more rings in a row. But we get off to a fire start. Why put me down 3-1 then if we're just gonna blow them out the next 3 games? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the biggest blowout. It is a bloodbath. Yeah, we're going to win by a lot. Yeah, 152-95 here in OKC. Shea's got 30. I can't believe we went down 3-1. See, does 2K not like... I can't tell if they don't like the Thunder or they just overrated the Nets in here. Nice shot there, Budort. Really, really good job. Because the Nets do well in these simulations with, like... Their only good player is probably Cam Thomas. Shea, step back 3. Why not? No good. Can't get the rebound, but... I'm still in shock that the talent gap here, we go down 3-1. J-Dub's got 33, 4, and 8. We can't get a steal right there, and Tariq Whitehead scores over Lou Dort. Nice. I have yet to score in this. Did Shea come out? No, Shea's still in. Kaysen Wallace, I don't know. Maybe I relied too much on Kaysen. I obviously gave him that nice extension. Kind of basically gave him the Alex Caruso contract. And Shea's going to find Holmgren inside. The finger roll is good. Puts us up by 54 points. And we win it all. Shea's your finals MVP. So we got, I think, 2 Shea finals MVPs. Yeah, I don't think Chet got one. But Chet did get a conference finals MVP last year. And I completed my goal of 3-peating. So I hope you guys did enjoy. It's just fun doing a Thunder rebuild because this team is stacked and their future is stacked as well with their young assets right now. Their big 3 of Shea, J-Dub, and Chet. And they're just treasure chest of draft picks. And they've been such a fun team to rebuild since they made that Paul George trade back in the summer of 2019. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did. I'm excited for trade deadline season to be rolling around. Follow my Srosh channel. It's just more NBA talk and commentary. I will be live streaming the trade deadline over there as well. Link to that is always in the description. And then, yeah, any trades that go down, you guys will be seeing new updated rebuilds on those trades. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.